Hello and welcome to Clear Channel 333. My name is Yolanda and this is going to be a collective general reading. But anything that happens as I'm getting ready for a reading or anything that happens during a reading is part of the message. And I was setting up my phone and I felt the need to just do something very simple, like not be complicated. Okay, so that could be a message. Something can be done in a simplistic way. I started to get cold and rather than just turn on the heater, I grabbed my robe. So there could be something about needing to be comforted. It's kind of like my security blanket. So any of that could resonate as this being your message. Okay. So this particular reading, and I just sat here, and as I sat here, the message just kind of, how I was going to orchestrate the message just kind of came to me. Okay. So there's something about structure, but by way of flow, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, before proceeding with any message here on my channel, please do check the description box. So let's get into this message. Now, I'm going to go to the guidebook for a lot of this message. But the first thing that came out was, who are the characters? Okay, so you could be involved with a group situation in some kind of way. You may need to take a deeper look into the characteristics of this person or people you're involved with. Okay, and I'm getting the number 4, so apparently there are 4 people in this group. Just take it as it resonates. One of them could identify with your character, okay, your personality. So just take it as it resonates. And I feel the energy of flow, like needing to just allow the message to come out as it needs to. 222, as I say that. So partnerships, this could be a business or romantic partnership. It could even be familial. So just take it how it fits for your personal situation. But let's see who are the characters here. The first character out is Innocent. Okay. And it looks like she's holding some type of blossom. Okay. So this could involve a child. Just take it as it resonates. And this is the Beloved Dead Tarot. This could represent someone who has passed on in your life. Or this could represent people coming into your life or already existing. Let's see. Show me the next character, please, and thank you, Holy Spirit. Leadership. Okay, something very significant about those stripes. A past or loved one could have had I'm getting striped drapes. 2 more, please. Who are the characters in this situation? Well, there's a lot of characters, okay, because this is the entertainment card. So there's 4 characters on this card. So the number 4 is very significant. So 4 people here. Let's get one more card. 4 people here, but one is not like the others. Okay, and actually, there's 5 people. There's 5 people, but there's one person here off in the corner that's hidden. So that may be very significant information for someone. Someone wearing a mask or working behind the scenes, someone that doesn't want to be seen. And then we have play. Now, this play card could be an immature individual, okay? But just take it as it resonates. Let's see. The Innocent card. And I do see the leadership. It says, when describing a loved one or energy, Innocent represents a child, baby, or soul who may have had their own divine reasons for not incarnating and pursuing their earthly purpose at this time. The beloved dead of innocent brings the pure and healing vibration of love, gratitude, and forgiveness, offering sprigs of pussy willow, a symbol of eternal life. Innocent is also the card that validates the presence of a beloved animal or pet. So you may have a familiar, animal that is frequenting you in your waking life as well as the dream state. It says, in other contexts, innocent indicates a beginning, something so shiny and new that is still covered in shrink wrap. It's going to require loving attention and presumably, a readiness to deal with the occasional mess. How does it all turn out? Time will tell, but that should never stop you from enjoying or learning from the process instead of losing all of the inherent joy of the journey. I feel like innocent is the situation here. There's something very new that you're stepping into or that is approaching you, and Spirit is letting you know ahead of time. It may get messy in the process or the beginning of whatever this newness is, because obviously it's something very new to you. The type of situation it is, the type of energy it involves is how it's coming through. But not to give up before you allow things to fully form, okay? It says they choose not to allow life's inevitable trials and tribulations to harden their heart and leave them jaded and cynical. At its most challenging, when triggered, a childish adult can revert to coping behavior and instincts developed when they were young that helped them survive. So Spirit is saying there's a new situation approaching your life, okay? And it's going to take some patience is what this is. Now, there are other characters, people that may, I'm hearing, impede. This is the action Spirit is saying. Don't allow yourself to fall back into coping mechanisms of your childhood, okay? And I feel like this is a very, your energy is a very innocent energy. People may play on that, on your innocence, okay? Or you may mimic someone's cynicism, okay? Is how it's coming through. Don't revert back is what's strongly coming through. It says, the beloved dead of innocent asks, are you in some way trying to make up for a lost childhood? Is there a pattern limiting progress, maturity, and self-sufficiency? What would it be like if only you could stop being your own disciplinarian, berating yourself with negative self-talk? This card suggests that you reconnect with the sacred potential that's still there inside the pure heart and soul of your inner child. Spirit is saying, rather than reverting back to a childish way of coping, to tap into your childlike nature, okay? In order to handle this situation, I'm seeing it with fresh eyes, okay? Now, and I just opened this book right back up to play, okay? So I'm going to read a bit from the guidebook for that. It says, all work, obligations, chores, insert frowny face emoji, make you dull, serious, and grumpy. So go ahead, pry yourself away from your electronics and put on some rubber boots. It's time to jump in some puddles. Lighthearted, carefree, playful energy is what will rescue you from the and inspire you to take a well-deserved break, okay? It's a strong message of returning to lightheartedness, childlike play, okay? Let's see what the leadership card says. When this card is validating an individual, ancestor, or experience, it resonates with skills, reputation, and acknowledgement in the area of leadership. A loved one stepping forward might have been a CEO, mayor, or proprietor of a small business with such strength of character that they were a pillar of the community. The beloved dead of leadership says that respect is earned. It can't be commanded. Anyone controlling by charisma or intimidation in order to cover up their own flaws is a Pied Piper or a tin roof. Excuse me, I said tin roof. It could be significant. Tin pot dictator. Great leaders mentor with integrity and kindness. They live like they lead. Now, entertainment is here, and that speaks very strongly to the message in this leadership card. Controlling by charisma or intimidation. Okay, this entertainment, people acting falsely. So I'm going to jump right to this entertainment card. It says, this is the patron card of performers, professional and amateur musicians, actors, and those who make their world a stage and their stage a world of entertainment. Entertainment is validation for a loved one who was the life of the party, cracking jokes and effortlessly commanding an audience wherever they went. It's giving me showboat, okay? There is a player that's hiding, okay? So be mindful of that. It says entertainment is validation for a loved one who was the life of the party, cracking jokes or effortlessly commanding an audience wherever they went. Or the times they brought their guitar to the campfire. It's the experience of driving down a dark road thinking about a loved one, or suddenly their song comes on the radio. This card could be reminding you of the therapeutic power of amusement and a lighter, happier approach rather than taking everything so seriously. The beloved dead of entertainment insists on letting the Jimmy Dorsey Orchestra perform the rest of this message. Are you having any fun? What you getting out of living? You better have some fun. You ain't gonna live forever, okay? And I'm getting dual energies from this. On the one hand, it's like the world is a stage, like false entities, false narratives, putting on a show, putting on airs, keeping up with the Joneses type energy. And on the other hand, or the flip side of that coin, would be lightheartedness, play, stepping out of your usual character, your usual form, in order to get back to the heart of yourself, okay? Now, there's something very strong about this energy of like someone being not wanting to be seen. So I'm going to clarify that message. So let's see what this is. Can you clarify for me this? I'm hearing this missing character, 1313, as I say that. And that's 13 is transformation, the death card, death and rebirth. Clarify this person who doesn't want to be seen. Holy Spirit, please and thank you. Guitars could be significant. That person, I do see the handle of the guitar. Clarify this person who doesn't want to be seen. Two of coins. It could be someone who owes you money. Someone who doesn't want to be seen. They don't want to be found. This card speaks about paying debts. Okay. Someone doesn't want to be seen. Someone who's causing illusions. Okay. 7 of Cups. Clarify this person who doesn't want to be seen. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's bad karma. So, there could be someone who is intentionally trying to not be seen by you. It's giving me the energy of playing a certain role, but not wanting to let people know they're a part of this, whatever it is, okay? It's like someone doesn't want to be seen. They feel like even though they're a player in this, entertainment, whatever. As long as they're not seen, they won't reap any negative karma from whatever part they play. Even there's someone here who's also hiding behind sunglasses as if they can't be seen, but they're right in the middle of this, whatever it is. Let's see. What is the challenge here? What is this situation, Spirit? And I'm using totally different deck than I had originally chose for this message. So that is significant too. This is the Game of Thrones Tarot. Okay. Justice. That is, and the devil is at the bottom of the deck. And I'm getting the devil is in the details. People in this situation don't want to be seen. They feel like if they're not in the forefront, they can't be seen. But it's the energy. The universe sees everything. 1551. The universe sees everything. And the justice is going to come about regardless of who's seen in the forefront or not. Okay? It's like I'm getting hot now. It's like people may be hiding because the heat's getting turned up. That's what I feel, okay? Yeah, 8 of Cups, there's like people walking away from the situation, even though they've already had their, I'm hearing the hands in the pot. But people may be walking away feeling it will spare them from karma, okay? So let's see. It's an energy of justice being administered, okay? Because justice and the Wheel of Fortune is here, and that's karma. Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. And then with the Innocent card being here and Play, those two cards being here is letting me know that's your energy. You're innocent in the situation. With the Leadership card being here, Spirit could be saying, detach yourself, especially with me seeing the 8 of Cups card. Detach yourself from this group dynamic so that you're not reaping the bad karma, okay? 10 of Spears. There's some type of burden you're taking on by being a part of this group, okay? I feel like the challenge here is not, well, this could go two ways. You could feel like it's a challenge walking away from whatever group dynamic this is, but I feel like other people, like this challenge is, how would they escape their negative energy return is what this feels like. But also that's not your concern, okay? So if this is your message, you're the innocent party in this situation. So what is the challenge for the viewer, the innocent party? What is the challenge here? And it could be returning to your innocence, that playful type energy. Emperor, it's the leadership role. That is the challenge. Why is this a challenge? You may feel like Queen of Coins, like you're the level-headed one in the group, and maybe that's why it's innocence. You're the one that's down to earth. You may be holding everything together. Like I said, the 10 of Wands, that is carrying all the burden. It's like while everyone else plays around, you do the work. Okay, male or female, just take it as it resonates. So Page of Spears and 10 of Spears is here again. It's like you're holding the ball. Okay. Page of Spears. This is a spark of, I was about to say information. This is a spark of inspiration, but also a new direction, a new path, a new venture. Okay. And this is the page. This would be the child. Spirit is saying, get back to that, the passion of something you want to create. And this may be a call for you to create on your own. With the Emperor energy here, it's like starting over. Okay, with the page energy, starting over, but you're starting from experience. You already know what you're doing. It's like, it's the group dynamic that you're being called to move away from. Okay, so let's see. This is my accountability tarot, and the Justice card is on the bottom. Okay, so this is, we're going to find out, where did you misalign in this situation. 2020 could be a very significant year for whatever this group dynamic, the group dynamic may have came together in 2020. But the scales of truth is this card, Justice. Okay, it says someone wasn't playing fair. Was it you? Justice may be blind because it wasn't there in the moment. The situation transpired. However, the universe sees all. What actions or underhanded actions have you taken to get a win in a particular situation? If you are aware that you are on the receiving end of injustice, have you shrank back from defending yourself? Ask yourself, are my actions aligned with the highest good of all parties involved in this situation? Okay, so this could be where you misaligned. Something wasn't fair, or there may be injustice that you're not speaking up on. Okay, but let's get one more. This is my accountability tarot, and the link for this is in my bio, in my link tree. Okay. Abrupt disruption. Now, this is the tower energy, and it's about dismantling the foundation of something. Which spirit is trying to come in to do now? Dismantling this, whatever structure was built on a faulty foundation. It says you were caught off guard, stunned, and shocked. You never thought it could happen to you. Now is the time to get out of that deer in the headlights phase and face reality. Change is only constant in life. Change is the only constant in life, and sometimes it can come out of left field. However, when something changes abruptly, don't freeze. A wise man once said, it's about how you pivot. This is a chance to change direction and create something new that is more aligned with what you want. You are changing direction, but rebuilding from experience. So like I just said, this is something about you starting over as the emperor, the entrepreneur, the leader, but you're starting over from experience. So it's just about starting over on your own or with a brand new team. I am building something greater is the affirmation. Now, I feel like this abrupt disruption is the solution, okay? The misalignment was a faulty team coming together. The solution will be the abrupt disruption, and this is the universe coming in, creating the tearing down of this faulty structure, okay? So let's see. And it's like a heads up. Spirit is letting you know, okay, you need to walk away from the situation, but the universe is coming in regardless with the energy of karmic return, okay? And that is the energy we're in. Saturn has moved into Aries, okay? So it's like coming in, burning old structures down, burning away old negative energy, okay? So let's see. Let's go to, and I keep seeing the Ace of Pentacles, and that it is a brand new beginning, okay? That's a brand new beginning in career is what I believe this message is about. Career for someone. Let's see. I feel like I want to go to, let's go to the Consciousness Tarot. Speaking more about solutions, okay? Let's see. Because I feel like there's still an action you're going to need to take with this Tower energy that's coming through, because that is the universe, universal energy, which is going to happen regardless. But there may be something that you need to do. I'm hearing on the back end Okay, so that's maybe a specific message. What needs to be done on the back end. That's too much. Let's see. There's an activation. This activation has to do with partnerships. It does not have to be romantic, but with dismantling a team, there's fresh energy that needs to come in. Okay. Yeah. 5 of Wands is at the bottom. This is conflict within a group dynamic. And that may be what you don't see coming, actually, is because this 5 of Wands, everyone has a wand and they're creating peacefully together. So let's see. That's what you don't see coming. It's at the bottom of the deck. Let's go to the 5 of Wands. It is like all the hands look soft. They're holding the wand softly, okay? Oh, there's a card stuck to it. The Hanged One. Yeah, it's a pause for reflection and then rebuilding is the message, okay? A pause for reflection and then rebuilding. It's the 5 of Wands says, do you feel the buzz of energy all around you? There's an urgency to get moving and working. You're geared up and ready to go, but things just aren't coming together. Until the tension is resolved, expect frustration, delays, and irritating blockages. The push and pull may be conflicting, desires within yourself, or it may be coming from others in your private or professional life. The 5 of Wands exposes a dynamic of competition and struggle between different agendas, fighting for dominance. In any case, don't get pulled into the conflict with others or let yourself be pulled apart. Try to find some unity within yourself and common ground with others. You'll achieve more in this way. You're on the verge of creating something wonderful. Let this static electricity inspire rather than frustrate you. The activation says, I turn chaos into creativity. This pause, okay? While the universe is coming in to destroy the faulty structure, you're being called to rest or reflect. Begin in small ways. Restoring order is what's coming through. In small ways, restoring order. And that could be within you, okay? Now, behind that pause is expansion. This is about a softer team, okay? A more cooperative team coming together, because I'm drawing the message from the imagery. While your old team is fighting amongst each other, it's like just backing away, okay? Because there's going to be expansion with a new team coming in. 3 of Wands. And I'm also getting 3 of Pentacles energy with everyone being on the same page. It's a softer, cooperative dynamic is what's coming through, okay? So let's see. Strongest outcome. Strongest outcome. The collective can look forward to. What is the strongest outcome here, Spirit? Please and thank you. 28, you may be seeing. Strongest outcome. 2 of Pentacles, balance being restored, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, which you don't see coming, is the 3 of Pentacles. And in this particular deck, this message gives me it is done, okay? So it's a two-way message here as well, because with this card, this is someone walking away from the work. Everything's complete. So you cannot go any further with your current group dynamic, your current team, okay? It is done. The universe is restoring balance. 2 of Pentacles. There's a new team stepping onto shore, okay? There's a new team coming in. And that is everyone being on the same page to get the work done. 3 of Pentacles, okay? So I'm going to end this message with a soul truth card for a final message. And these are just questions you can ponder over, okay, pertaining to your personal situation. Soul truth or action to close this message, please, and thank you, Spirit. There's two. Take whichever one resonates with you most, or both. It says, to who am I comparing myself right now? What you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and want is within you. Today's soul action. Stop comparing and start creating, okay? You might still be comparing yourself to this group dynamic because birds of a feather flock together is what's coming through. You may feel like you don't want to step away from this particular group because at one point you resonated with them, but as you ascend, change, and grow, that no longer is the fact, okay? So we outgrow people is the point. So one flock that you used to resonate with, it may just be a comfort zone. Or like I said, I put my robe on, that security blanket, okay? But you no longer resonate, and that's why the universe is coming in to rip down that faulty structure. What am I grateful for right now? Okay. It says adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all of our problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. Today's soul action. The universal law of attraction says that we attract into our lives that on which we are focused. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and think of 3 things for which you are grateful for today. Notice the abundance growing within you. So with that being said, this is your message. May it have been helpful in the way you needed it most. Take care.